hello. Hope you are doing good. Hello. Hope you're well. I hope you're swell. Come on in. I've missed you. How was vacation? Oh, God. Wait, hold on. I forgot that this was what we did last time we streamed. I mean, I can turn it on. I'm going to have him on. I got a couple new faces. So last time we had generic face. We had, oh my God, lovely face. And I've now fixed the mouth. I much prefer this mouth. And then I got, like, obviously the pissed off one as well. But then I also now have this one. And I'm feeling really sad. You said something mean in chat. And it were horrible. And then I have, wow, mega happy. I hate the eyes on it, but wow. It's so weird. Like, no matter how I do the eyes and match it to an actual Shin-chan frame, it just doesn't look good. It just looks like three really randomly placed blobs. I have no idea. I don't get it. But anyway, that's fine. Anyway, hello. The trip was good. Can you pinpoint the eyes like the frog emote? Oh, I mean, maybe for like a shocked face I could, yeah. I could for a shocked face for sure. But yeah, I just basically made these two the other day. They got really big, really sad, in love, grumpy, and then obviously we've got regular chit chat as well. But anyway, let me turn that off real quick. I can turn off... What can I press here? No, not that one. Where is it? There we go. Hi, it's me. I've appeared. Now if I turn off this one here and turn on that one, there we go. Hello. It's the human. It's the human, which I think I learned recently in Japanese. Human is ningen, I want to say. Ningen, is that correct? Ningen. Yeah, it's human and interval, which is strange, but you know, or person interval. There you go. But yeah, ningen. Sekai no ningen. The people of Earth. But yeah, been doing good. I've been doing really good on my Japanese, by the way, whilst I've been away. So for those of you that don't know, I was away last week. I was away on Jersey, the island of Jersey, just off to the south of the UK. And it was really nice. We went for a wedding. There was lots of good food, lots of good people. We swam in the pool a bunch. We were really close to the beach as well with our Airbnb. Like, I can't really complain. It was good. Oh, yeah, of course, Sips lives there. I always forget he lives there. I don't think I've actually spoken to Sips in any capacity for years at this point, surely. But yeah, man, holy moly. You reblogged my little drawing of your guy and my notifications keep going now. It's scary. Which little guy? Was it on Tumblr? Let me look up Louis. Do you have the same name on Tumblr? Tumblr.com/InTheLittleWood. Let's see. Which one is it? What have I reblogged? Oh, it was. Yeah, Louis Arts. Your proportions look way better than mine, by the way. I really like the proportions of your character. I've definitely considered redrawing the Shin-chan character to be less like a kid and actually maybe go for more of like an adult design for the Shin-chan character, but we'll see. As time goes on, we'll figure it out. Oh, randomly as well, I picked up this the other day. The Shonen Jump Guide to Making Manga. Now, initially, I thought this was going to be the comic strip. So there's actually a comic strip about how Shonen Jump manga is made. And it was a manga about making manga, which was fun. But this actually goes more into like paneling and mechanisms for artwork and interviews with various different artists. And it talks about paneling and backgrounds, like just all of it. Like there's so much info in here that I was like, this might be good for future things, which is nice. Jersey's lovely. Used to go there yearly when I was younger. My parents had Jersey cows. Oh, I tell you what, the Jersey milk's good. I had Jersey dairy milk. It was a good one. Can't complain, honestly. What we got here? Sorry, Mold Man. Thank you very much for the 53-month resub. Katie with the 35. Welcome back. Feeble with the 22. And also Amesia with the 4 months resub as well. Also, I guess this came out whilst I was away. How did we all feel about the Dungeon Delivery finale? Do you like it? What do you reckon? Were you into it? So that episode went out on Saturday in the end, because there was a little post-credits bit, and we also have the merch, which we were wanting to show off as well. So the merch was available to get on the website now. So we've got a pin, which is nice. We've got the hoodie, which is pretty cool. We've got the shirt, which is really cool. And then there is also a poster as well. Look at this bad boy, dude. Look at this poster. It's a straight up desktop wallpaper. Look at it. It's great. I'm actually really surprised at how high resolution the image is on on the browser. But look, you got Gerard up here. Actually, you can't see him. Let me turn my cam off. Hold on. Cam off. Cam off. There you go. Yeah, look, you got Gerard sitting up there. I'm assuming maybe this is Patuk and another bird, potentially. I'm not sure. But you got Philippe over here, which is lovely. We got the cat king, or was it king? Yeah, the cat king from one of the earlier episodes. Oh, hold on. Cam top. There you go, nice. And then we got Larry getting arrested and taken away. I'm assuming that's Benedict Sleuth. Got Salt Scar and Binkle. You got Betty up there. You got Yeazer and Nova. Obviously, we've got Jeremy, Harry, Polly. We've got the Moofin as well. What else have we got? Oh, you got the Mafia rat as well. That's nice. And then I'm sure some of these here are references, but I don't fully recognize some of those. I think maybe this is the couple that were on the train during the initial murder, but these ones here, I'm not too sure. I'm sure somebody can figure out who or what they are. You got Jones Anchor there as well, which I think is a really fun detail. And yeah, and there you go. See, we got the little Sun Harbor thing on there as well. It's brilliant. It's really, really cool. I like all this extra detailing as well on Harry's pocket watch. And of course, the Burrow Bloom, just chilling there, all excitedly. So yeah, if you've not seen it just yet, then go check it out, the finale of Dungeon Delivery. And we don't play a D&D through the whole thing, which is a fun little detail, fun little extra tidbit. And yeah, there you go. That was that. So yeah, basically been keeping up with my Japanese. I'm really flying through my Japanese at the minute. I'm almost about to hit like level 10 in it, which is kind of nuts. So I'm quite excited about like my progress on that front. And what else have I been up to? I'm trying to think what else has happened while I've been away. What type of SMP? So I can't tell you much about the SMP. All I can tell you is that the SMP is starting in the not too distant future. And what else can I say? I'm trying to think what else I can say. What else can I say? I think that's all I can really say. So it's not Pantheon. No, it's not Pantheon. So it's a separate SMP. This is why I was telling you I'm going to be a busy boy in the summer, and why I'm glad Dungeon Delivery finished when it did, because I could not edit Dungeon Delivery as well as put out 2 SMP videos a week. It just wouldn't happen. I would have to hire an editor, and even then I probably wouldn't be able to afford an editor. Yeah, Flight, Pantheon, another SMP. I don't know when I'm going to do all of them, quite frankly. I think Pantheon, I'm as ready as I can be now. So I think for the next like little while, I'm going to just try random build styles and just do some general like Minecraft building to see what we can, see what I can figure out. You know what I mean? But yeah. Real quick, actually, let me just check something. Keybinds, key B. I want to get rid of that one and that one. Now if I press that one. Okay, nice, yeah. Basically, I'm on my little... I can just show you, actually. I'm on my little client. Oh, let me change the vertical camera scene. Fade out, background. You and you can go. And camera can come back. There it is, lovely. All right. Yeah, let me just quickly make this bigger. We'll actually make this full screen. Oh, is Vemby's in chat? Hello, Vemby's. Hello, hello. There we go. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, basically, I'm just in the Axiom build that I've got because I like it and it works well. The only thing that I've got in here that I've not had before, actually, is this is the one that I use for like doing all my thumbnail renders and stuff. But to have this more kind of like blue sky kind of feel, I'm not going to put on the bare bones texture pack. Just because obviously then you lose all kind of textures on blocks and stuff for build purposes. But I've got this thing called atmospherics, which I think it was Fwit put me onto it ages ago, and I tried it out and I was like, oh, actually this is pretty sick. So like, look, if I copy the color here and just change the sky to like green, or the fog to green, you can just change everything for each biome. It's really cool. Like if you do like the sky and you want to make the sky like yellow in a biome like this, then you can do that. Oh bugger, wait, I didn't choose. Oh no, wait, if I choose that, okay, that's normal. Nice. But it's really cool. There's some really, really nice like colors and stylizers to it. A data stream sky. Yeah, I guess so. That would work. For said SMP, Eloise built a sniffer, so I'm very intrigued on what you build. I've seen that sniffer actually. Did Eloise build that on stream, or has she just said that she's built something like that? She did build it on stream. Interesting. Red Winter Sky. Yeah, dude, can you imagine? Well, I guess I'm actually technically in a jungle now. But yeah, look at the transition when you go between jungle and then a different biome. It just sort of slowly but surely changes the fog and everything. It's really cool. I like it. And because you can customize all the colors as you go, like I can tweak those to my own preference as time goes on. But I think it's just nice. It's a nice subtle recoloring of stuff. So it's a little bit more like, you know, customizable than say like a resource pack, but it doesn't feel like an absolutely mammoth departure from vanilla, you know, aesthetic. It's kind of what I wanted for when I'm doing thumbnails, because you get some slightly nice, more poppy colors. Like this is much more YouTube thumbnail blue, isn't it, compared to other things? I can continue to tweak that as we go as well, which is nice. What mod makes the sky thingy? It is called... have I not got mod menu? I've not got mod menu. Hold on. It is called... it's called Atmospherics. That's the name of the mod. It is the name of the game. There you go. Nice. I love the traditional Minecraft yap jump in. I'm glad it's so universal to run around doing nothing while chatting. Yeah, it really is. I mean, this is why I've always enjoyed like Hypixel housing parkour and stuff like that, and especially Slimecore Funhouse. Oh my god. But I like playing those because it keeps my hands and my eyes busy whilst I'm like just doing other stuff, which is nice. Also, I don't know whether I've got a delivery. So I had an email today saying that I've got a delivery on the way, and it's apparently coming from Germany, but I can't remember whether Germany is where I received my Daggerheart stuff from before, because I'm pretty sure that Daggerheart Hope and Fear expansion is coming like soon, like really soon. So I'm wondering whether it's that. By the way, to have spawned right next to this is kind of crazy. Why have I got a map? I don't have a map. I don't think I've ever used a map. Let me kill that off. I don't want a map. I must have pressed a keybind to enable the map. Yeah, let's get rid of the map. Don't want you, buddy. Delete. And play again. There we go. People have started to receive their copies. Yeah. Oh, so it is that. I thought it might be. I've got no idea on when it's going to arrive, though. I just had a thing from UPS saying that it's been shipped out, but I've got no context aside from that. Who's that? Orca. Hello, Orca. Thanks for the bits, dude. Says, hey, Martin, rarely get to catch your streams, but keep up the good work. Been watching since last life and love your work. Great inspo to many. Thank you, dude. Try my best. Try my best. So, yeah. So, if you guys have seen Eloise's starter base, I think today I need to figure out some form of starter base and decide on a style and an aesthetic and all that sort of stuff. So I want to figure out what I'm going to do. This doesn't need to be what my area or base as a whole is going to look like for the entirety of an SMP. I just want a little something as like a teaser, as a prelude. And I have got... Where's it gone? Here. I had thought maybe it would be fun to crack out this book again, because I made the post office in Misadventures. I really enjoyed that style, but I only made the one building. So I kind of want to delve back into this book. Oh my god, we have 5 gifted as well. Why don't I hear any of these alerts, by the way? What playback device do they come out of? Alerts. Monitor and output. Okay. So settings, audio. Monitor comes through Virtual B, which does exist. I just don't hear any notification sounds. I've cranked it up to full. Let me know if that's... Do you hear sounds when it plays on stream chat? because I'm not hearing anything. But anyway, Enzo, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. Very kind of you. Congratulations to Serendipity 127. I feel lit in the water. Shape Orbital. Wraith Among the Roses. T. Rayler. I thought I said Taylor. T. Rayler 97. And also Raplam following the stream. You don't hear them either. Interesting. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so this book, like, I think I would just like to make like a I don't know, I guess like a Japanese town or a village. So this is basically called Imaginary Storefronts, this book. And it's a book essentially about imaginary storefronts and their interiors, actually. It's not just the storefronts. And I've got to figure out how I would do it, but I'd love to make like a fun, quirky kind of Japanese like town, if you will. It's just about figuring out how to do scale with something like this. And it's a mixture of like kind of, I guess it's more so modern Japanese building styles as opposed to like traditional ones. I mean, something like this I think would be really fun to make. We could have a vibe at something like that. They just always look, I think what it is they're always very cluttered, which is kind of the aesthetic. But it's hard to do cluttered in such a small space. Joel's Hermitcraft Season 10, basically. Yeah, I guess so. Luckily, I can't remember too much about his base, so it means that I won't accidentally copy anything. You know what I mean? That's the last thing I want to do. I wonder if I just try to build one of these today. And we can look at some videos of like build inspo and stuff like that and just sort of like play it out from there. I think it'd be a nice way to go about it. There we go. Nice. All right, cool. So I suppose we could just build on that lovely flat bit of land just here. So I'm just looking at the materials. It actually does look like Prismarine would be good for the roof of that, but I could try something different. I mean, deep slate is often a common thing to go with. So you could do some cobbled deep slate and that'll probably look pretty good. I suppose what it is I want to make to begin with is like I guess the general shape and the vibe of it. So if I do, I'm trying to think how I want to navigate this. Let's go this way. Who just raided? Star! Thank you very much for the raid, Star. Much appreciated. Because, I mean, if I remember correctly with Eloise's snifferish thing, that looked to be, like, the interior, like, it wasn't the craziest, biggest build ever. It kind of had, like, almost like a Minecraft caravan kind of feel, which I really liked. I liked the humble size and scale of it as, like, a day one thing. What SMP is it? So, I can't tell you anything about the SMP. I could just tell you that it is going to be predominantly a YouTube exclusive series with a bit of streaming here and there, but it's the focus is very much on videos. And that's all I can really say for now. I can't tell you who's in it. I can't tell you any of the details. Can't tell you version numbers or anything like that. But it's not miles away. You don't have to wait too long. And we can have a little play around, have a little toddle. So I think maybe what's best to start with is establishing the size of this build. I think maybe something like this could work well. And I like the idea it's got block, glass, window. So if I go like this, I'm just going to try and use Axiom today to just do a bunch of stuff really quick. And then I think what I might do is I might copy that and clone that upwards to same height, I guess. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Something like that I think might be good. I did like how this roof seemed to kind of go like this. I'm hoping that if I can do this, I can get like a lot of different build vibes in and out quickly. You know what I mean? And then if I copy this again, and we just go up a bit higher. A lot of it is about trying to help the color of this build kind of shine through. We can even alter the height of this and go like that. Give me some terracotta, actually. Terracotta seems to be a nice height and a nice vibe for this. Wink. Starlight's rooming. Leak your projects. Leak your projects. No, I shan't. I can't. I won't. I mustn't. I won't do it. But already even this kind of vibe is kind of nice. Tell you what I'll do. Time noon? No, time set noon. time. Oh, is it do game rule advanced time false? There you go, nice. Boink, 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 boink. So we can try that. Then what we could probably do is probably put a bunch of like fence posts or gates under here. So we'll give that a try. Whoops. In fact, actually, I'll just do this and stack it upwards by 1. So there. Yeah, I think this could be cute already. I think I want to keep the first basic materials and also just like a chill vibe. I want something that's going to be kind of cute. Oh, those fence posts aren't connected. Oh, there you go. You do that and it connects them all together. Nice. Okay, cool. And I suppose what we want to do is... I guess the thing is these are all store fronts, but I don't know how they shape these beyond that. I'm just sort of looking through, see if there's any... Because I don't know if there's any side profiles of any of these shops. So this one apparently says the round tiles that usually end Japanese style roofs are family crest tiles. Interesting. The wooden shop sign spelling Morikawa in katakana is also mirrored horizontally with letters debossed and painting. Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, I like the idea of having something like that in the middle. Look at all those bits, dude. So I like the idea of having like this thing here. So you could almost have like a shop sign here, you know what I mean? And then you could have... I mean, you could even do this with it. You could have that kind of vibe going on. And then you just need like banners. We just start with like some plain banners for now. You could even have them doubled up. You could have that kind of vibe going on. Get some fence gates maybe going on. Probably even have them darker actually because they're on the underside. Try that. See how that looks. But this is like a lot of the sort of stuff that I thought I was going to make on Misadventures, and obviously the SMP just went very quiet, so it's kind of my reasoning for like wanting to circle back to this. Honestly, do we have them in this Minecraft version that I've got for this thumbnail thing? I don't think I do. Oh no, I do have shelves in this version. Okay, cool. Shelves could be a shout for this kind of build. I think shelves will lend themselves really nicely to like these kinds of things. Oh, quick question, Martin. With Dungeon Delivery merch, is there a cutoff for when you can purchase them? I can't order them yet since the delivery date. It says it won't be at home to receive it. If I remember correctly, I feel like also commented on the latest episode. I swear he said that it was something like the oh, when was it? He said, I swear he said it was something like the end of August, I want to say. It's for about a month. So I think you should be okay. Or was it August 12th? Yeah, one of you guys will remember better than I do. Boop, boop. I feel like it makes more sense if those ones are... What's it called? It's like that. I suppose I want to put the glass in here as well. Put in regular glass for now. And then some kind of like window. Or to be fair, it could be glass panes. I can maybe utilize the... Oops. To the side there. Nice. And then I think what might be interesting to do here is potentially using these again. Yeah, I think these would be nice for the entrance. They just give a bit more of a vibe, and then can you do this? You can. Okay, interesting. Cool. I mean, I suppose if I look at the color picker, the gradient maker, sorry. So if I do this and then, gosh, I don't know. What kind of block could I do? Calcite, maybe? I feel like a calcite could work here. It's not terrible. Mushroom stem would be dire to get a hold of. I mean, let's start the most basic gradient for now. If I literally just do this. That kind of vibe. Don't entirely hate that. And then we could get some... Oops. Oops. And then what was the one above that? Then birch. Ooh. Oh, bollocks. How do I just get rid of stuff? There you go. I feel like that would have to be facing downward in order to work. Do. Oh, you can't actually even see that in there. Whoops. Try that. Bit harsh. That's a bit harsh. White concrete, how do you look in here? White concrete might actually look a bit better. It's just that the mushroom stem is just such a weird block, isn't it? Mushroom stem. That's two kinds of mushroom stem. Honestly, it might actually just be fine with those two. Oh no, by that I meant this. Sorry, wait. So if I do replace you with this, then that, and then you can be all this kind of wood. And I think I just need to tidy up the disparity here. Like that. Nice. Oink, oink, oink. Oops. Oh god. Yeah, it already has a kind of a vibe. I sent a donation on YouTube. You know what? I think I've done that thing again where I've forgotten to punch in YouTube on the streamer bot. Sorry about that. Give me a second. I will also just pull up the VOD on there so I can see it. Where is it? Platforms, YouTube, sign in with Google. There it is. Oh my god, there's loads of people chatting on there. Sorry, YouTube. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to still file a ticket about that. I don't think I see the donation, though. Am I going crazy? No, I do. I see it. Are you into... What is that? What is... Oh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You know what? I haven't tried it. I'll be real with you. I haven't tried it. That is one that I've, like, thought about for a while. Oh, there we go. Now I can see YouTube chat. Hello, YouTube. Hope you're good. Oh, actually, just a thought, actually. If I do... What's it called? Shelves. How would different color shelves look in this? Oops. This is way more cutesy than I was anticipating, but kind of works. Although I do think maybe that looks better. Would it look better if I did a bit of this as well? Yeah. I feel like this has a bit of a vibe. I think it just needs to have some more character on it. I mean, I wonder whether these would look better if they were moved from here out to here. kind of looks a bit better. Do pale oak. Let's have a look. I mean, I could also do that as well. We could try pale oak on that instead. You know what I might do? Maybe if I get a duplicate of this whole thing, we can have a little go with it. So if I pop this here, then I go right the way up here. I mean, I suppose I can actually just select it from there. If I do clone on you, oink. I can probably try and do a bit of this. That wasn't pale oak. And then, honestly, pale oak and mushroom stems might be a shout. Oh god. Whoosh. I think the thing is never knowing what kind of materials you're even going to have available to you in a new SMP. You know what I mean? It loses a bit of pop there, though. Bone block. I find bone block has a very yellow hue to it. Never know quite how I feel about it. Why are you practicing building? Because I am in a new SMP that's on the way, and I need to figure out what sort of base I'm going to have. Try some plants as well. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm literally just kind of getting like a base plate in, because then we can actually make something from there. Let's do this and go back maybe to like there. Just trying to think how big I'd want a starter base to be. Let's bulldoze this down. Nice. Okay, cool. Is that in line with this? Like that. Like, would that be deep enough for a starter build? I feel like it's going to look a lot like the ice cream shop from Misadventures, which is not my super intended goal. Based on previous ways he's baited chat, there's a decent chance it's something like Jersey SMP. Who's making an SMP about a random ass island? But how did you guess? That's crazy. Well played. Nice. One more, two across. I wonder if I want to maybe make this a bit more cutesy to begin with, like something smaller potentially. Or maybe what we could even do is we can maybe break this in half over here. I think I do prefer this palette, by the way. I think this pale oak and mushroom stem was a decent shout. I'm worried about how viable mushroom stem is. You know what I mean? Do we prefer the pink or the white? Maybe the banners are what are throwing it off a little bit as well. I mean, these had like black banners with let's try black banners. I need just like a black banner with like a random ass red pattern on it. Make like a loom. Where is it? Loom. Red dye. Add some trees and maybe some broken walls. Yeah, no, don't worry. Like, remember, I can only do like one thing at a time, but yeah. Let me just quickly try this. So if I do... Oh, God. That is not what I was trying to do there. Bloody hell. Hold on. I wonder if there's a replace tool on this. You know what I mean? Where I could like get this in a position that I'm happy with and then just change certain blocks on the fly. I suppose I could download like World Edit, I suppose. How is it you grab mushroom stem blocks, by the way? Would I have to have Silk Touch to do that? Because that's not really like a day one first base kind of material, is it? Somebody's saying about making it darker copper. I don't know how much darker you can go. Because I think we've already got weathered copper in there. Yeah, we've already got weathered copper in there. I mean, really, you probably want a blue banner with white stuff on it, or a light blue banner even. White dye. Warp stairs. I find the warp stairs are really pingy. Does that make sense? Try it, though. I've always found them a bit much, but maybe not. It's not the worst. I think I would probably change all these stairs to be these types instead then. I wouldn't have much in the way of rust. I think that kind of works. Yeah, I think I agree about this bit not looking so hot. So let's give that a try. For now, let's just try some diamonds. Blue. Could even just be blue concrete powder, maybe. Something like that. Could be something like that. Which helps make it look a little bit more fun. I guess what you'd want actually is you probably want a light blue banner just hanging on the underside. Yeah, the colorings are kind of coming together a little bit. I'm just wondering if there's a way that I can... maybe if I look a bit more through this book. See if there's any other roof shapes that I like the idea of. They all have this very similar, like, square shape to them, which I guess makes sense because it's the architecture of the place. They all have a lot of tall and narrow spots. That's more of a garage. I'm not really feeling that. There is this one that has, like, a slight kind of bend to it as well. That's more of a balcony on the top floor. I did like the idea of having you can still maybe even have something there as well, just to vary out the roof height. It's about how to make this roof wrap as well and not look strange. You could have it wrapped to just there. Just looks a bit weird, doesn't it? It just sticks so far out the side. I think sides of builds are always really tricky to deal with. What if it's Deltarune SMP and Martyn's making Flowey's Dark World? Honestly, a Toby Fox styled SMP would probably bang. I feel like that'd be really cool. Do you like the idea of this coming round? Just don't know. It's about them bringing this in so that it has a level to it. You know what I mean? Oh, hiccups. Could you then make it apparent that there would be planks here for like an upstairs area? It does just feel like I'm making the ice cream shop from Misadventures again, though. Which didn't fit in that world, but maybe might fit in this new one. I don't know. I really like the post office. Never liked the second build quite as much. I feel like I'm just kind of making the same thing again. Maybe I need to make something a bit more dramatically different. Problem is a lot of these buildings in this book are really nice, but there's a lot of detailing on them that you just can't achieve in Minecraft because they're all very cluttered. There's not much you can do in such a small space, if that makes sense. There is even potentially the idea of doing this, so... What's the book called? The book is called... Imaginary Storefronts. The artworks of Mateus Urbanowitz, Volume 3. It looks like that, if you want to try and find it. It's really cool. It's a really nice book. Is when we were in Seattle 2 years ago now, I want to say, we just walked into Kinokuniya, which is like a bookstore, and it was just there on display as like a recommendation for the month, and I was like, oh damn, this looks cool. I like the idea of maybe having this off center. Let's try that. Having that more off to the left there, bringing those in. Can maybe mix in some like trapdoors with this business as well. There's lots you can probably do with this. Ah, now if I... Oh. You're not. It's fine. Oops. Well, that's a block there, that's why. Maybe think about what you'd want to be in it, how much space you'd need. Well, it's only going to be a starter base, right? Like, it's... Maybe it doesn't need to be all that big. Tell you what, let me do the... Where's the thingy menu? No clip, phantom, fast place, infinite reach. We'll level this out. We'll try another build on top of this hill. I can tell you it's not the live series. It's not the live series and it's not Pantheon. Something entirely different. Something you've not seen before. It's not the second coming of any kind of, you know, named SMP. A whole new shtick. See what I can do actually. I can just do this and this. I'm gonna blah blah blah. There we go. Just give myself a nice plain bit there. Oops. We can try something entirely different. I think I would like to do something in a Japanese style. Just figuring out what that thing would be, though. I think my issue with that is it's maybe just a bit too boxy, a bit too square. Maybe we need to try something different shape. Let's do this and just go right the way up to there. And do this. Go to here. Go right the way to there. What other shapes could we try and achieve here? This is the thing, is that it's just... Building is not something that I've put my time into as much as other Minecrafters over the years. I've always been more sort of personality driven on SMPs and stuff, so... This is where I get into panic mode. When an SMP is on the horizon, I'm like... I can build with enough time, but I need a really strong idea or whatever. And they just don't come to me as easily as everybody else's. Part of me almost wants to, like, start with the roof. You know what I mean? Let's have a go at this. Oops. Maybe copy the roof style from here. You can do a bit of this. Oops. Do this kind of vibe. Deep slate slabs. You can do a bit of copy in here. You got a bit more of a roof there. I mean, even that roof feels a bit extreme. You know what I mean? And if you could just get away with doing... In fact, if I did that and then just did a slab there, it was a little less dramatic. Viking vibes. Yeah, Viking vibes could be a shout. Where is it? I just want to move everything. Wink. It just looks, I always find these just look so goofy. I mean, even that actually tucks it in tight enough. We can even borrow that trick from the other thing the other day, which was like the trick where you have stuff on the inside and then you use the slabs to give it like a bit of depth to the wall, if that makes sense. Just don't know how that looks. Or we can do a combination of the two. This is why I come on stream chat, because you guys can help guide me. I just don't know what I want my house to look like. I like the idea of just trying to build almost like a Ghibli village kind of thing. I mean, this has a very irregular roof shape, this thing that I'm looking at here. I almost want to try this real quick. So this goes up from there. Like maybe potentially go like that with it. And then you can maybe use shelves. Like, is there a dark shelf? The darkest one's dark oak. Ah, so that doesn't work there. It's the only issue. Should we ask him for hints as payment for the guidance? Wait. I'm not telling you what the series is. You're not going to get that out of me. I'm telling you. Ain't going to happen. Just trying to think how I can make such a weird roof here. I feel like it would actually be like that. Then you put the staircase on top of it like that. That does not look right though. I like the idea of using a trapdoor there though to curve that off. Ooh. Little curvy curve on that. Probably even put another one of these on the other side to flesh the curve out a bit. Not terrible. Slab? Try slab. And then this actually has quite an aggressive staircase thing up. So if I do clone up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2. And then it steeps down really harshly. Probably even go down a block, maybe like that. Okay. Basically, I'm looking at this thing that has like a very irregular roof shape. Trying to figure out how I would mimic it. Okay, that's not terrible. Gives you the element of like a half shape. Ooh. Okay. And then if I clone this, can I take it down any further? It needs to retain that steepness to it. Okay, interesting. And it does continue downward. And I could always try doing this. Where is it? If I do that. When does the new SMP start? I can't tell you that. It's very vague and very annoying. I appreciate that, but I just genuinely can't tell you. I do like the shape of that roof there, actually. Let's try that. very irregular shape roof. And then if I stack this, I'm going to need to grab that there. Ooh, yeah. It's a bit of a different vibe. I like how abnormal the shape of that is. And then what we could probably do here is we can then start filling in the innards of it. So keep that there. And that goes into there, I suppose. Something like that. Yeah, that's a different feel. It's a very quirky shape. A lot of the shelves doing the heavy lifting, I suppose, but... I guess what I want is I want that to then hang down there. Ooh. Can't believe you watched the Percy Jackson movie, by the way, not the TV show. I didn't know. I didn't know which one I was supposed to watch. And I literally had an evening to myself. And I was like, okay, I'll watch something. I'll watch something Percy Jackson-y. Little did I know it was going to be the jank one. The one that nobody likes. I didn't know. How could I have known? You probably did warn me a while ago, but I straight up forgot. I'll be real with you. Get rid of all this. I keep forgetting I've got infinite reach on. Let me turn that off. Infinite. Oh no. Infinite reach. Fast place. There we go. Yeah, this roof shape's not the worst. Okay. Just trying to see what I can do with some of the tools we've got. Probably then get rid of that one. Make you a stair instead. Now you lose a bit of that underside, don't you, by doing that? I think a slab here is probably required. Oops. Oops. For some reason that just looks horrible, doesn't it, on the ascent? Just really don't like that shape there at all. But I can't achieve it any other way, I don't think. Just looks really heavily weighted. It just looks like you've got a nice thing going on there. You just suddenly got like squares. You know what I mean? And potentially the top I'm not super jazzed about either. Does it have many of your friends or many new people? Mix. A mix. I can tell you that. It's got a mix of people. And that's not me trying to intentionally be vague. It's just, it is genuinely a mix of old faces, new faces. Oops. Let's see. Almost feels like this would need to be... Maybe it would look better if it was like planks going off the edge here somewhere. just look, the planks, once you start using stairs, planks just look so blocky and boxy. You know what I mean? You've got this kind of like ongoing diagonal. Unless the solution is to replace it with more planks throughout, and then you kind of have that half solid, half not. It just like, it looks weird. Looks weird, man. Don't like it. What might help as well is if I have a different block type underneath there. Let's get the cherry planks here. I'll have a dividing line. There you go. And then we can have some kind of divider there. Like, what acts as a good divider visually, chat? Like, I guess fence gates do look okay. But it doesn't sit on the border between the two, I guess is the issue. Could do trapdoors that sit more on the bottom half. Like that. Also, for the roof, if we're trying to work with those varying heights, we could potentially do a bit of this kind of situation. So do a bit more like this. That would help fill out some of these spaces. Makes it look a little bit more solid, doesn't it? It's just never quite at the height you want it to be. What's the music? This music is from a YouTube channel called NN Records. They've just got tons of different, like, royalty-free music. So they've got, yeah. But this one is particularly their playlist called J-Pop/City Pop. I don't know, dude. Let me look up Google. Japanese style starter bases. I want to see what other people do is considered starter bases. Because some of these I've done before, or at least looked at them before. A lot of them are quite big, though. That's the thing. It's hard to make like a Japanese style one that is tiny, just because the roofs are so large and swooping that you do need like a decent square footage in order to kind of pull this kind of thing off. I want to make sure it stays a reasonable size, you know what I mean? Oh. Oops. Wait. Undo. And then also I want people to be able to see me from a distance, you know what I mean? I guess what I could do is I could block out the remainder of this. If I had... We need some kind of beams, don't we? I suppose we can maybe copy the wooden beams from over here from earlier across. How would I situate those? I guess would they come into there? I guess. Sure, let's try that. Back in by 1, maybe 2. Maybe by 2. Feels like it's even narrower than before. You know what I mean? Oops. There we go. Let's go down to there. If if I had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a 1 window. And then shelf on the side, maybe, of that. Doesn't look quite right. It just looks shit. It looks really shit. I don't like it being on the inside of that. Man. Not a fan. Don't like it. Don't like any of it. Don't even think I particularly like the roof either. This might be a scrappy do. Nope. Let's try something else. Oh, wait, didn't I? Hold on, wait. I think there are Japanese style builds on this channel. Yeah, here we go. Let's have a little nosy through this channel. Oh my god, Jesus. Okay, I hear the notifications on this screen. So why don't I hear them on the other one? That was loud. Turn that down a bit. Let's have a look. Like, it's this kind of like Japanese countryside kind of vibe that I'd like to go for, if possible. It's just all the bit. Oh my god. Yep. Oh, hello. Who's that? Pilot. Hello, Pilot. Thank you very much for becoming a member, dude. Oh, so it's Ghibli. It's not a Ghibli SMP, just to clarify. But I would like to build something in a Ghibli style, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, even, yeah, I had considered something like this building. Where was it? Oh, where was it? I saw it a second ago on the video. They looked over at a building and I was like, oh, that is also another style that I've considered doing. This building just here, I suppose. Oh. And I have not done it myself yet, but using banners with like brown diagonals to make certain stuff work. So it's like almost like a postal building kind of vibe. I'm just trying to see how they've done their slabs there. I just can't quite figure it out. Let me skip back like single frames. Or honestly, this is, I guess, the main thing that I would like to do is these cute, pokey little shops. Like, I want to make like a high street, if you will. Let's see. Like, even that one's really cute as well. The more kind of like modern Tokyo type stuff would be fun to do down the line. Even this as well. This little like cute little building. I guess that's one thing I've not done yet, is I've not utilized enough cute stuff. Oh, wow. Look at that. See, that's the kind of stuff I've got here. This is the kind of drawings that I've got in this book. It's just about, I guess, getting some inspo on block palettes and stuff. This is the thing. I feel like when it comes to building, I'm just sort of thrust into it all, and I don't know what I'm looking for or what I should be using. What kind of colors are they using? I mean, somebody had mentioned warp wood earlier on. I hadn't thought to use the stripped log. I've done this sort of stuff, the banners over the front entrance. I did that on my flight SMP build. I mean, I could just make the roofs that small. That is literally what? Slab block, double slab, double slab. Let's give that a try. Slabs. Cobble slab. Oh, wait. Deep slab. Deep slate. Nope. Deep slate slab. So how was their roof again? It was So it was slab block. Okay, so it was slab 1, 2. Oh, I guess it is. It's just the shallow roof that we did for the Pantheon building stuff the other day. And then just basically the same in reverse then. And it gets you these kind of like more like tight rooftops, doesn't it? Maybe this is what I need to do. I need to scale down the build that I'm trying to make. Because this only needs to be a starter base. It just needs to be a really cute little pokey thing. Let's try stripped then. Because this stripped warp stem looks really nice, doesn't it? But are they doing it on a layer behind? Yeah, I guess they are. I mean, that is very compact, but we can at least start getting used to the feel of this. And I'm assuming that's not for the whole way down the build, right? Maybe we can look at some white terracotta to accompany it. Something like that. Stack to there. Oops. Oops. Starting to like Perry the Platypus. Oh, gosh. It's mentioned multiple times that this stream is not for Pantheon, but for a different SMP. Yeah, I'm not allowed to tell you the name of it, no. What about cushions? I don't think, I mean, at least in this version, I'm just using my version of Minecraft that I have for making thumbnails and stuff. Oh, because he's got the whole building is that color. Interesting. So is that what you've done there? Is that what it was? Oh, I see. And then is it like that? Yeah, for making that kind of vibe. I do like the idea of using that there. Is it more of a slab maybe on the other end of that? Could even bring that up actually. Do a bit of that with it. And then you could have like fence posts down the side of it. That's the thing. I wanna see stuff in other people's video. Oh, you already had fences there actually. Oh, you got trap doors on the bottom end of that. Interesting. I probably have to bring it up by a layer to do that though. Which I'm not totally against. But I don't want to just straight up copy someone's builds. I just want to kind of get an idea for like building tricks, you know what I mean? Kind of like what we all do, I suppose. We look on socials at stuff and Pinterest and everything like that. I suppose let's clone this down. Make the whole build blue for a moment. And there's more of a gap there, isn't there? Yeah, like that roof goes up a lot higher. That's a nice way of using the hanging signs, actually. That's really cute. Yeah, look at that. It's nice having that kind of cascading feel to it, isn't it? That's only the top half of the store, too. Interesting. I do like this wide kind of shelf vibe. I think there's a lot of inspo to be found on this channel, for sure. It's that one. How to build with intention. You know what? Let's have a listen. Let's have a listen to this.
2 weeks phase, you have to create a world with intention and purpose. All of the farms in my world is seamlessly integrated into my city. Take this electrical power plant. Not only will this building power my whole city, but it will also act as an automatic copper oxidation chamber. This farm right here not only acts as an entrance to my forest, but it also provides food for the people.
Let me see what you use for that again. So there's a lot of mud brick walls. Obviously deep slate and cobbled deep slate. A little bit of mossy stone as well.
Not only acts as an entrance to my forest, but it also provides food for the people inside of the city. And inside of that statue, we have a creeper farm. Tell a story that.
I just want to fast forward through.
Back guys to my channel. easy project episode. Really work to all have a cooking else how to put armor lighting.
Sorry, I'm just sort of
Put
skipping
inside
through
of the
this.
work and making armor skin, and that's perfect. Kind of poke this now, which just looks much like inside.
See, that looks really cool. I like that.
And we have to get
That would be that. See, that sort of build would be for like a larger area later on. Okay, wait. Here we go.
Here, and then we have it also in
Maybe
this
what I need is a
farm
block
here,
pallet.
and also in this iron farm that I have right here. So that is one easy way for me to try and keep everything consistent in my town. So, and in between these blocks that I use, there will be a tertiary color that is unique to each and every build that I do. So one building is going to have like red undertones, and then maybe another one like a yellow undertone, and then one more that's like white undertone. So I'm just trying to mix the block palettes a
This
bit.
creative context, by the way, is called dye, D-A-I.
That way it's not too boring and, you know, repetitive. It might look good to have like a uniform town in like real life, you know, it might look cohesive, but in Minecraft I feel like I try to make it a bit more different. At least that's just how I try to approach things. I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it. So
I mean, this kind of like postal office building, like this here is lovely. That could be a really nice sort of like starter base. But is that too big for a starter house? This is the thing. I've not really been in an SMP where I need to do this kind of thing before. Like the last time I was in an SMP that was a bit more broad and open-ended was New Life, I guess. I built a big fucking fridge, and then I built a ginormous Viking thing. So, you know what I mean? So I've had so little exposure to this because like in Vampires, didn't really have time to build. In the live series, you don't really have time to build. That's the thing I haven't done yet, actually. I've not utilized the put out campfires. Those are also really nice for stuff. What were those street lights I saw? They look like player heads, actually. See, that's already an irregular shape, which I'm digging. I really like the use of the barrels on the upper end. That's sick. It does look nice. Fuck off. They're using the inside of the banners for the effect of... So it's the rear of the banners to do that. Oh, that's so good! Hanging signs with the rear of shelves makes those kind of like ones that hang off the side of like buildings and stuff. Because that was something I tried to achieve in Misadventures. Okay. I like that. I like that. Picasso. Hold on a minute. Just go up here. I just want to try that for myself. Because that is beautiful. That's so elegant. So, do that there. Bam. Bam. And then shelves. Like, this is just straight up a block we didn't have before. So, like, it is such a clever way of using it. Oh, no, it was the rear of it, wasn't it? Was that right? See, mine doesn't connect quite in the same way. Oh, but the effect from most angles is good enough, isn't it? I mean, what about if you just had stripped logs to achieve the same effect? I guess it's just the hanging signs themselves could work in that way. I mean, actually, to be fair, that also achieves the same effect. I do like that. But I guess the hanging signs is just a bit thinner, isn't it? How would it look if you put the shelves on the front face of it? I don't hate it, but yeah, interesting. I would go for like a hidden Japanese village surrounded by rice paddies. Yeah. Oh, and then they put the banners on after that. Nice. See, this genuinely starter house size. I think that is a reasonable starter house. Maybe even if I just like count the width of it. So that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess 9 for that wall. So it's like a 9 wide. Do we have a side angle of it? Because if I could do that, that might help me. Oh, we do have side angle, you legend. So about 9-ish wide, and it's one. I guess from we'll go corner to corner, not including extra bits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So about 15 deep. Oh my god, look at that as well. Look at this. Beautiful. This is the thing, is I don't want to copy them. I just want to be inspired by them, but they've got so many cool little techniques and tricks. How have they done that with those windows then? With the upstairs windows? How have they done that? So that's the rear end of the banners again by the looks of it. But what is that central piece? Like what's going on here? Or is there nothing there? Is it actually just... Oh, wait, is it birch trapdoors on the inside that fill the visual blank? Let's try that for a second. So I think it's trapdoors. So if I do trapdoors here like this, like that, and then I do 0.2 up to there, then you do signs, whoops, or banner, sorry. Banners on the inside. Boop, boop. And then, oh gosh, how would you... Oh, wait, how do they do that? Numerous times. Oh, I see. Is it stacked literally on top of it? Okay, hold on. So if I do... Can you do that? Oh, you can. Oh, there you go. Ah, it is. Okay. And then like that. And then would the idea be you cover up that window? Oh, I see. Yeah. So then they put fences across the bottom portion. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, interesting. And then they've got like shelves going down the side. I mean, these are obviously all the wrong colors. I'm just trying to like digest all the cool stuff I'm seeing here. Yeah, dude. Really cool. Really cool. Big shout out to Fwip, by the way. Fwip is the person who put me on to this creator. I guess it would actually have to go across the full way, wouldn't it? Fence. There we go. Oh, wait, fence. Needs to be a darker fence. And I guess then you would have logs here. So you'd have this. Nice. Yeah, because I feel like when it comes to building, once I get a couple of like little tricks, I'm often quite good at causing illusions. It's just knowing how to execute on certain ideas. That is such a lovely way of doing that, by the way. I'm so impressed by that. I've just completely broken it, but anyhow, it's fine. But yeah, because I find when I've done like pixel art in A-Sprite before, I've managed to make some really, really cool effects. It's just about actually getting there with them. I mean, I guess you can even just put that across there. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay. I want to know how to do those. I find those quite interesting. So it's a mixture of like strips and stuff, and they've got that across there. Interesting. I've not thought of using... So that is... Wait, what is that for the roof? So that is slab, upside down stair, inverted stair, slab, and then that to make a shallower roof. And then they've got trapdoors underneath portions of it. The signs are used to really great effect here. I really like that. So many details in such a teensy space. This is exactly the sort of thing I've always wanted to make. Wow, that is a lot. I wouldn't have been brave enough to do that many shelves in such a small area. What does that say? Not sure. Something Keru. What's going on there? Is this going to be a shelf of some description? A shelf, what am I talking about? A bench using shelves is what I meant to say. Those benches are nice too. Look at that. Wow. I like the idea of trying to make something like this. And that sign especially, I really want to incorporate in there because I think that's sick. But yeah, I really like all this kind of vibe. I don't necessarily need to be able to see out of the base that I'm making. What's weird is this thing here, this extra lower roof over here is the exact thing I was just about to try and achieve. I was trying to make that awkward shaped roof before and then having a lower separate bit because you've got kind of like this kind of garage and the extension is like an addition to that. But actually, some of this stuff is really cool. Holy moly.
And we just meet each other here for them real quick.
That's nice. That's really, really nice. Okay. Well, let's keep playing. Let's keep having a mess around. See what we can figure out. There's a lot of really like fun little shapes and ideas inside of here. If I was to move this to here, go up a bit more. Doesn't even need to go up like crazy. Just going to quickly grab this to there. Delete that. Oops. There we go. Nice. What am I doing here? I suppose a lot of it is about figuring out what you want to do with the height of the space. Oops. And also using shelves as well to a certain extent. Then you could probably take this and clone it. Like that. Boop. Boop. Diddle-diddle-dip. I mean, would you want to go any further down there? I don't know. What was that roof shape they made before? It was it slab stair or slab inverted stair? What was it? It was something like... It was something like that, wasn't it? And was it... It was something like that? And then... Just kind of get like a shallower roof on the go. Nice. Slab upside down stair, inverted slab, and then slab, yeah. Really cool. I like that these have a slightly like a Tory gate kind of vibe to them as well. I think I definitely need to look at more stuff from that guy's channel and like look at how I would recreate those kinds of vibes in this. I mean, this one's really cool. This is like a little combini. I look at that. I say little, it's very wide, but I like the idea of having like a little supermarket. But yeah, I would love to make a lot of stuff from this book, or at least be inspired by the stuff in this book. There's just a lot of elements that I wasn't sure how to do, but they've already shown me here that you can do some really cool stuff in like a very confined space and area. I suppose what it'll be is it'll be getting onto this SMP and then finding out what my actual availability on block pallets is. that's going to be a big one. That's going to be one of the main kickers. But yeah, does anybody know how to do those signs where it has like the little, well, I say the big square blocks on it? You know, like almost like the pixel art looking banners. But yeah, I've already gone off this vibe. This is too much like Misadventures. I think doing something more akin to this would be really, really nice. Where was that? There was a shot of the block palette somewhere, wasn't there? There it was. I'm gonna get a shot of this block palette and save that. Block palette. I'm gonna save this in the folder for the SMP. Almost accidentally said the name of it. Japanese block palette. I'm gonna put it in the downloads folder. Nice. Okay, nice. Let me recreate this palette as well. We can have a little play around with it. Pretty sure it's just text like this. Can I copy one of those in? Sign. Oh, you can. Interesting. Oh, I think you just sent some on WhatsApp, Draz. I can't pull up WhatsApp on here, but at least I got that working. Alt codes for smaller black squares. Yeah, I feel like I could definitely use those to some good effect. Wasn't the, what was this again? This was the, oops. I think those are in the wrong position, aren't they? That was it. And then you put banners on that. That was it. Probably even duplicate this. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, okay, cool. I think I'm actually more concerned about the exterior of the build, and the interior will just kind of come together as is. So what did we say the dimensions were again for this build? We said it was it 9 by something, wasn't it? 9 by 15. Okay, let's have a play around with this. Tell you what I'll do. I will do a bit of this, and I'll grab you. Go down to say here. Delete. Nice. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but sod it. Across to there. Boink. Nice. So yeah, let's try like a 9 wide. Let me make the block palette first. So, I mean, I can't remember how horrible mud is to work with, or to acquire, should I say. Got some andesite, stripped oak logs. It's the mushroom stem I'm not super jazzed about, because I'm not going to have that available, am I, out the gate? It's almost maybe worth me just writing that off until we have a better material for later. Deep slate. Deep slate bricks is fine. And is that tiled? Deep slate tiled? I think it might be. No, that's chiseled deep slate. Deep slate tiled. There it is. Deep slate tiles. So that's kind of the general vibe. Right, so we did what? 9 by 15. So we did that one. 3, 5, 7, 9. Then what was it? 3, 5, 7, 9. 11, 13, 15, something like that. I feel like it's a reasonable size starter house, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I feel like I could go in here. It could maybe be a couple of floors. Let me just kind of vibe it out from there. I love the idea of having like an off-center thing, but I think the important thing to think about is the entranceway itself and how that could look. So if I do deep slate, if I try a little bit with like the stairs and stuff, well, not the stairs. Maybe trying to think now. Hold on. Right, there we go. I suppose the terracotta is probably the better shout, right? Maybe terracotta. I mean, we could even bring back. We could bring back the terracotta and the cherry wood. That might not be the worst shout. We had them earlier on in the stream. We could maybe get the return of those. We can play around with some of the undertones of that, maybe. Just gonna try some random stuff and see what sticks. Get some shelves, maybe. What about if we did this? Mud brick should be easy, just need mud when you can make places with a water bottle. But doesn't it require a lot of wheat as well? So that's going to be a whole ball ache. That's one of my main concerns, really. Oh gosh. Oh no. Cancel. Trying to think how big I would want to make this. Just don't know how I feel about mud brick there. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the mud brick at the minute. You might see YouTube chat and Twitch chat. I do indeed. Hello, Rogue Numpty. What a name. I wonder if that's almost too much. Ouch. I wonder if that's too much. The colours don't really go together that well. Eee. I don't know, dude. Let me look back through that video. How are they doing like the side walls? So block tile. Okay. I'm just intrigued how they were doing their deep slate sort of stuff as well for like the walls. So they were doing. So it was like block slate like that. I don't know how they were kind of like bridging it all. Maybe it was with mud brick walls. Oops. Don't know how that plays out. Just looks so far. But I mean, how tall is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess that's only one block higher than the example I was looking at. Oops. Just looks like it protrudes so far from the wall by comparison. Does it actually, though? No, I guess from the actual wall itself, this is all going in a bit more. So it's actually only from here, I suppose. Trying to figure out how they get these kind of like longer depth looking roofs and canopies, but without them looking like too egregious. But I suppose it then plays out from there, doesn't it? Hello, Khan. Come on in. Come on in. You join me as I am painstakingly going through Minecraft building and being a stinker at it. We're currently trying to prep for a new SMP that's on the horizon and just trying to figure out build styles and how to do things and just all kinds of things. It's mad. What were you playing today, by the way? What were you up to? Oh, hello. Oh, gosh. A pearl raid as well. You guys can help me out with this. You guys will be perfect at this. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hello, everyone. Hope you're good. I'm assuming Pearl and Calm were streaming together. Was it Subnautica time? Or was it something different today? Well, welcome, everybody. I'm currently in the process of just trying to suss out some stuff with Japanese build styles in Minecraft. He raided me. Yeah. Yeah, literally, like, they raided me, like, just, like, milliseconds before you did. Yeah, I'm currently just trying to figure some stuff out. How to achieve... Ooh. Yeah, that's not looking terrible. Maybe if I could put, like, signs on that. Like, birch signs across that front face. And maybe something that folds up to there, potentially. It just doesn't go up as high as I'd like it to. Unless I did... maybe like a wall? Well, that is a bit aggressive though, isn't it? Doesn't quite cover the part that I want it. This isn't for Pantheon. Yeah, this is for a different one, yeah. Pantheon, we were doing some build practice the other day. And trying out some kind of ancient Greece. Kind of like... you know, almost like slightly... I guess almost like Sorrento sort of vibes. It was very much... using quartz and calcite and a bit of diorite, and then doing more like kind of like brick roofs and stuff like that. Is it the one I know about? Because I think I know which. I think so, yeah. I can't remember if you're in it or not, so I won't spoil it. Love the window detail. It's cool, right? I can't take any ownership for it. That was somebody else that I've just watched. I've been looking at videos from somebody called Dai, D-A-I. And it is a really, really lovely bit of detailing. I mean, this sign they didn't do. That was me just trying to figure out if there was a way to bridge the gap here without it being too obvious. I suppose you could probably put leaves, or you could probably even put like, if I just put like some moss blocks here, you could probably begin to... oh, no, I guess you can't then, because you can't put any foliage there. Josilia has great Japanese-inspired style builds too. Let's have a look. I'm basically panicking and trying to... just... I mean, what it is, I'm just trying to gauge how large a starter build should be. And a 9x15 seemed okay. Maybe with some extra pizzazz on the side. This detail over here, by the way, I loved. This was something I tried to do in Misadventures. I didn't quite achieve it, but that is using the rear end of shelves. But from most angles, it pretty much looks the part. You know what I mean? It's looking pretty nice. And I'm not overly concerned about being able to see out of this build either, is the thing. And then we could probably even have, like, maybe fences here. I'm just watching as many little videos as I can and just, like, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Like, kind of, maybe. Could even potentially have walls going up this. Maybe mud brick walls. Oh, God. I had the replace tool on. Whoops. Oh, wait. That clicks on really nicely. I think there's something to be had from that. Maybe a little slab action at the top. Ooh. Mangrove. Mangrove in what regard, though? Boink, boink. Clone. Ooh, it's kind of coming together. We obviously need to go darker with the shelves, I think. I think we've just changed the hue of this build pretty quick. Let's see. Oh, no, that did not work as intended. Whoops. Where'd those signs go? There we are. Oh, that changed the things in here as well. Whoopsie. It's kind of a vibe. Something fun going on there. Having the stairs maybe we kind of wrap the corner might kind of click in a little bit. And then you kind of lose that the climb aesthetic that's kind of working its way out. Are you doing ancient Japanese architecture? Kind of trying, yeah. We're just... What it is, right, is I bought a book in Seattle a couple of years ago when we did the Hermit Charity event, and it has just lots of stuff like this. So the book is called Imaginary Storefronts, the artworks of Mateusz Urbanowicz, Volume 3. And there are just all kinds of lovely interiors, exteriors, and they're not even necessarily like, you know, ancient Japan. It's like a mixture of like old and new, rural and stuff like that. And I'm just trying to get some desired effects into play. Got like this kind of bad boy going on, which we had a little play around with earlier on. It's about just figuring out how to make some of these visuals come to life, if that makes sense. Who was the person somebody mentioned a moment ago? This is a nice Japanese starter house. I wonder if this is the one that I've seen. That is... Oh, actually, no. To be fair, that's not the one I've seen, but I've seen a similar one to that before. Josilia, that was it. Josilia, here we go. Let's see what we can see. Josilia. I see a lot of ocean stuff. How far back is their Japanese stuff? There's a dojo there. In fact, actually, there's a few things here. Yeah, it looks like maybe that was the time period then, was around this kind of time. It's called Ghibli House on her channel. Let's have a look. Ghibli. Oh, is it this one?
Hello, welcome to this.
Oh, wow. This is since the Sulphur Caves as well. A little bit of ketchup and mustard going on. Oh, this is building a bathhouse in the new Sulphur Cave. Interesting. I don't know if we're going to have... Oh, that is really nice. Oh, how have they achieved that? Is that done with signs? It's not. That's done with slabs by the looks of it. Oh, I see. That's... Oh, wait. Is it? Oh, no, wait. The slabs are set away from it. Hold on.
Hi,
Oh, God.
Empty spot over there? Oh, no.
Wait, hold on.
That is where I'm gonna build my dojo today. I wanna...
Hold on a minute. I just want to see if I can recreate this. I'm just intrigued to see how this comes together. I'm actually really quite liking the front of this at the minute. That's a mixture of like experimentation and also the stuff that other video showed us. Like that feels like a tidy front. And I would like to get like kind of the storefront banners in the top of this as well in some fashion. I feel like that would be nice. How did you do that window? So the window is the rear end of white banners. So you just face, so you put the banners so they're facing down this way. So you get like that thinner wooden beam as opposed to using a banner and putting the slashes on it. So you do two of those like so, and then you get that kind of crisscross. The only thing is you don't get it on the lower portion. I suppose there'd be nothing against doing it like that, right? Let's have a look. Let's see what we can do here. If I do this, 1, 2, 3. I suppose you can maybe get a bit more of the effect going. The problem is you lose a lot of that bottom part. Unless you pop a trap door here. You could kind of get it going, I suppose. There's something quite nice about having the moss there. I do wonder whether this would look better if it was sideways, though. Try that. Boop. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Boink, boink. Probably can even go for a darker wood there, maybe. Okay. Sorry, let me... Yeah, I wanted to look at this front of this build. So, but the problem is, I guess, again, this build is just ginormous. Like, this build is massive. So the effect they've got at the front is cool, but it wouldn't work on a smaller scale. I'm definitely wanting to do more of a micro shape for... Or micro scale for the builds at the minute. I think this might be a bit too... Well, actually, not even might be. It's definitely a bit too large for what I want to achieve initially. But I would like to see... Ooh, have they done the same thing over there, actually? Let's see. How have they achieved it? Oh, no, interesting. So that one is literally just using... That one is literally just using fences to do that. No, it's not. It's both. Stop it. That's using fences and that. Interesting. Where's Minecraft gone? I mean, I can't really... I guess I can do it here quickly as like a demonstration. Oh, God. What happened there? I don't know what's happened there. I've offhanded something. Where would it be? It'd be fence. So we probably want to go for like a... We'll try spruce fence for now. So they've done that kind of thing across the front there, as well as the banner thing. Yeah, interesting. I mean, even that doesn't look terrible. Do we prefer that, or do we prefer the signs there? I guess the signs, you can see the bottom portion of it. But I don't think it kills the illusion by any means. I guess we lose some of the window height when we do that. Turn the shelves around. What, as in like this? Like that? It's almost a bit too far away then, though. Unless we decide to ultimately take the window up a layer. Oh, God. Oh! Wait a minute. Accident. How did I do that? Is that a thing? Why can I place that inside of there? That might help us get like a nice accent color. Ooh. Because I guess technically banners are on the block below, aren't they? So I can actually sneak in a cheeky little extra bit of color in there. That's fun to know. So you could pop that there. And you can get a bit of that kind of thing going on. Interesting. Oh, that is fun. See, this is what I mean. I like doing stuff that I see in videos and then trying to like just messing around to try and figure out how to either combine techniques or do other things. I do like that. It gives this kind of like wrapped and curved inward kind of feel. That's really fun. Still don't know how I feel about the signs though. I'll be real with you on that one. I wonder if the trapdoors here would help gobble up a little bit of that initial... Let me try the... Just wondering whether changing this to be birch would then complement the... Whether it would complement that shape. I mean, it might not actually make any difference putting the birch shelf in there. Oops. It doesn't add anything to the effect, I don't think. No. Guess maybe for putting in that extra accent color, it was quite nice. I like the trapdoor at the top, though. I think the trapdoor at the top helps bring it all in a bit more. There's something quite nice, actually, about having this open as well. Maybe even if it doesn't go all the way to the top. What about, like, a chain? As daft as that sounds. Also don't hate that. Something a little bit unorthodox. Okay. I mean, would this look better if all of this was just this kind of log instead? No, maybe actually the brick on brick is fine. I think that's kind of cool. I wonder if we could mess with the stairs a little bit. What if we had that like that? Do that, and then if we were to play with this, so it was like that, would that give us a little bit of a sneak in? Is it over textured or over shaped, or is that fine? Before or after? What do you think? I mean, what would probably help the effect as well is if you do a little bit of like different textures for the deep slate. So if you had like yeah, I think the middle being raised is kind of nice. I think the chains work weirdly well as well. Okay. Nah, it definitely should be that. Yeah. Maybe sideways though. Yeah, it's cool. Okay. It's coming together a little bit, isn't it? I suppose then it's about figuring out how to continue the extension of this building and roof from here. So I'm wondering whether this would be where we could even bring in the color here. There we go. Something like that. And then we could then maybe bring in like a roof of some description here. So if we start from here, we get the deep slate stairs. We'll figure out this design here. So like that. What was it? Was it like... Is it like that? I've already forgotten what that stair design was. I suppose we can just try a few different ones. I suppose it was slabs up in the central part, so maybe if I do this, this will help shape it out. So this meets in the center, doesn't it? So that's where that goes to there. Let's try that and just flip it. Okay, looks all right. Suppose this needs to come in there. Might actually be better to have this log here. I feel like I like the idea of this kind of thing being the support. Oh god, not stack. Where is it? Copy. Clone. There it is. Yeah, I like the idea of any visible like support beams of sorts should be made with this. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is cute. It's got a little vibe to it. We could also try the trick that they'd done earlier on that we watched of the upside down trap doors in here. Just about ensuring that we actually have the right spots for this. That kind of works as well. Definitely get some lanterns in the mix. Ah, is that the wrong height to be lanterned? Okay, hold on. This music is... Oh, it's hightail music. Yeah, you know what? I'll take some hightail music. I'm a lot happier with this compared to when we started the stream today, at the very least. Move. I did like the idea of having a big sign here, though. Boink. I suppose it's about figuring out how to make the side look sufficient too. I mean, I guess would we want actually the side to come around? Would it be better to actually bring this all around to here? Do we want the side to line the wall here? So if I take this and go blah, 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 would that work? And then if I take this and clone it that way. Are the cushions in this version? They're not, no, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel like that could work. Then we could bring back these support beams every once in a while. And then maybe like halfway we do it. So what would that be? That'd be, if I just do this, it's the easiest way of finding the center point. So like roughly maybe like here. Or even, we can even double up there. So it'd be what? 3, bap, 1, 2, gap, and then that. Yeah, okay. People are still trying to dissect which version we're playing in based on what I'm using today. This is a version of Minecraft that I've just got for my thumbnail mods that I use. So I wouldn't read too deep into any of this. Yeah, okay, I think this is gonna work. Let's do this, and let's go there to here. And we're just gonna stack this bad boy up for a second. Okay, cool. We'll do a little something like that on the sides. Okay, I'm starting to brew a little bit more confidence with this. I think this is a reasonable sized first house, if you will. Let's try do this. Stack that all the way to the end. Let it overhang by 1. Because it overhangs by 1 there. Nice. And we will do... Okay. Okay. Then maybe if we grab this bad boy here, clone You. Rotate. Flip. Nah, it's not going to work, is it? Ignore that. I do appreciate that this means I'm going to need some form of nether wood from the get-go, but this is fine. I'll do it if I need to. To there, to there. Boop. Gotcha. Oh, dear. Whoopsie. Oh, I see. That needs to go out for... Oh, no, actually, I'll tell you what. It's just that wall has come in too tight. That wall's come in there when it's not supposed to. That's supposed to be to there. You could probably even use some of this. Let's try that. I guess I wanted the support beams to be this, didn't I? Nice. Let's see. Cool. I'll get rid of all these. Oh, why am I doing that? I can just do this. Select you, delete. And just pop you back on those ones. Okay. Old Japanese houses would have an opening between walls and roofs so air could travel for the summer. We can try that. I wonder whether these walls are a bit too much at the minute. I'm not sure. I mean, I could always get like some like mossy brick walls or something like that, or even pepper them with granite walls. Could even try granite as like a material on the lower end of it. Almost like as the anchor block from the ground. Yeah, this is kind of cool. We could probably change this to be an upper slab. Oops, wrong one. I mean, what if we just have banners here? Would that look nuts? Yeah, it kind of takes away some of the illusion of it. Fine. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of coming together. I'm into it. And then along this side, we can have a little play around with this and work with some like variable height stuff. Or what we could even do is, if we want to have that gap for like an air vent of sorts, could we maybe try this to see how this looks? Let's see how this looks if I just do this and just stack it all the way across there. Doesn't look terrible. And if I did fences across here... I just place one there. It's kind of cool. Kind of a vibe. It's just about kind of populating that upper space, isn't it? Hmm. Okay. About trying to make that corner work as well, isn't it? Maybe that looks better. I take this block here and we clone from there to here, we want to flip that, rotate it, push it to there. It's a bit messy there though, doesn't it? So what's that? That's stair. I suppose what I could do is I can do a bit of a clear on this. Unless we decide to do blocks here, so deep slate blocks. Because the deep slate blocks or tiles will like hang down from here. We get that kind of like varied height going on. Curious what these would look like at a different angle. If it's more just a pure white rather than the button there too. Oh, yeah, that kind of looks better. Could even try like that, actually. Makes it look habitable from upstairs. How many blocks in is that? Where are you? Oh, I see. You're further through. Oh, I see. Because that one's like that. Hmm. Okay. It's about figuring out what we want to do on this wall here. I mean, this could protrude from the wall here. This could still be banners, potentially. Because what did we do earlier on with the banners? We had, like, the kind of the multicolour banners going on. Don't know how we felt about that before. It's not the worst. See what we can do. We'll copy across... Oh, the music stopped. Let's go back to the playlist that I had on. Although it doesn't seem to be working. Kind of like a Shogun family house. Yeah, if that's what that is. I'll take it. If it looks like something real, then I'm chuffed. Just don't know how I feel about it protruding from the wall quite so far. It could be like that, couldn't it? We could do that. I think those banners there do work nicely. I think I'm into that. Could do with a darker log though, couldn't I? I don't think I'm going to get a proper dark one unless I try that. Ooh. Potentially. Just for like almost like a shadowed effect here. Kind of works. Could always move that banner up as well a bit. You obviously can't do it for the other one. Unless I wanted to just do this. I can have too high, too low. Oh, bloody hell. No. I do like that. And I like that. The rest, uncertain. Banners are so finicky, yeah. It's because they're technically on the block above, and it's a whole thing. Right, Google Chrome, are you just going to like stop crashing at this point or no? No, it's gone. I mean, I need to go in a second anyway because it's the girls' bedtime. Well, we've had a little play. Got some ideas, got some vibes. Where was the... I feel like there was a trapdoor here before. I could be wrong. Hmm. I do like the beginnings of this. I don't know how I feel about the banners, though. I don't even know if the pale oak logs necessarily add enough to be warranted. Whether that's just overcomplicating the scene. Somebody had mentioned about mangrove. Do you reckon mangrove for the upper colour on this? Seeing as the whole build has more of like an earthy, muddy hue. Maybe that would look better. Wasn't there a thing... No clip, there we go. Oh. Oh, that's better. Wow, a new SMP, huh? You know it, Camabam. You know it, Camabam, man. That does tie in better, actually. Yeah. Pale oak. I guess if I use this, then I can just place it from the side angles. Hmm. What if I bring the red banners out here? Oh, they're very pingy, though, by comparison. The mangrove looks interesting. We could try mixing that with mangrove planks, potentially. Gives us a little shape on there. I don't hate that. Yeah, the mangrove might be a better shout. It does now mean that I have to replace this whole thing with mangrove, though. Where is it? Mangrove. So if I do... I mean, I say this whole thing. It's actually not very much at all. We can do that all the way across to there. And then do it the same for here. I mean, I suppose actually now at this point, I could probably just copy this side of the build and clone it over to here. I go like that. Like that. Is that right? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess the red actually does work a bit nice there, doesn't it? Might be fun to build like a stable type thing out here. That could be nice. I'm worried it's going to start looking like a barn though. But I guess I think there's a lot of things we can maybe do to help with this. But a lot of this detailing is fun. I can look up some more of that stuff on that YouTube channel to see how I feel about all of the other stuff. In Axiom, you can select the area, then control to choose blocks to replace. Oh, really? So what? So if I chose there to there, then what do you do? Hold control. Oh, that Irish fella. Hello, dude. Thank you very much for the resub. Sorry there's been no music for like the last 10 minutes, chat. Chrome has just died a death. Where is it? There's all my tabs open up again. There's my music. I mean, I'm wrapping the stream now anyway, but that was good. Good teamwork today, chat. Thank you for putting me onto some creators. Although I guess the trapdoors there need to change now. Oh, I guess maybe what I could try is I could try replacing these. Would this work? If I did this and then if I put birch... Honestly, glowstone. What about if I put a lantern? No, glowstone. If I then just put a wall of glowstone behind this, that look any good? Ooh, kind of has a vibe. It's less harsh, isn't it? That might be the shout. And then take you, mirror you across to there. That's kind of got a feel. Kind of got a feel. I think I would probably put this here as well. Ooh, yeah. Makes it like the lights are on. I think I'd maybe have this like bridge up into here too. And then if I can get some like mud bricks here. Oops. Trapdoors might work here. Okay, digging it. What was this again? This was white terracotta. Would the cherry planks be aggressive here, or would they actually look okay now? Might actually look okay. Is this for Pantheon? No, this is for a different SMP. A secret SMP you don't know about yet, but is on the horizon. Terracotta and mangrove for a starter base. Oh boy, I know, but by the time you see the first episode, I'll have time to make something of this, you know what I mean? Oh, I like that. I know they don't typically have chimneys outside of them. We've not used any of the campfire stuff yet, by the way. I like the idea of getting this in there. Even if it's just to do that as like a bit of a blockade. I mean, that looks kind of sick. I think this is cool. I think this is nice. We got some fun design stuff going on here. Wondering if we can even just do this trick. Oops. Oops. Oh god, I don't know where I've placed that. If I get a fence, mangrove fence, maybe. That kind of works. It's not the worst thing ever. Fence gate, maybe, in the middle. But yeah, mangrove is not the best shout ever for a starter base, but let's just go for it. Kind of helps. We could try shelf. We could try the rear of a shelf here. It's at such a steep angle that it wouldn't actually cause too many issues. Oh, that might be it, you know. That might be it. Kind of works. And now I'm wondering whether I do fences across here as well. No, I guess the glowstone becomes too apparent then. Scrap that. Oh wait. Oh god. Oh no, wait. Control Z that one. Okay, nice. Maybe windows here instead. What am I looking at here? Oops. Sorry, no, this is very awkwardly silent while I place things. Kind of works. There's no reason that I can't put these on the outside, actually. Then I can continue the fence trick behind. Let's try that. So if I then get the fence here, Oh, I wanted fence, not fence gate. Oh, that's kind of a feeling. Kind of a feeling. Also, I do like the idea of this being glowstone, only because that allows me to emit some light from the house. Yeah, I think this is fun. I like this. You could probably even... Oh, wait. If I put all these out, does that look silly, or can we get away with that? Or even if we just do this, even if I do this and do copy... No, that looks silly. We can use those on the side of the house, maybe, for achieving some of these effects. We can definitely use some, like, trapdoorage here. Cool. It does look a bit like a barn, but we'll work on it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to not make this look like a barn. Bloody hell. Sure, we'll do that. Hey, barns are cool. I mean, they are. I mean, I could legit just have this be a barn. That could also be quite funny. I can just decide that that's what I want for my life. To there. Oh, I've not even copied over the whole of that either. Guess we can clone from there to here, I suppose. Like that, I guess. Something like that. No, that's wrong. Hold on. If I go one in from there to the mud brick. Is that right? No, you know, I'll duplicate it another time. That's cool. It has a Japanese vibe to it. It looks a bit like a barn. I can live in a barn. That's a-okay with me, dude. Right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Much appreciated. Please keep sending me, like, Japanese-style stuff. I want to see everything you got for me to pick up little tricks and quirks and all that sort of stuff from. That'd be lovely. And I will see you all later. Let's see if we can raid, by the way. I can't stick around for the raid because I've got to go put the little ones to bed. But I will see you on the morrow. Thank you very much again to Khan and Pearl for the raids. Much appreciated. Who are we going to raid? Let's go raid. Who's it going to be? I raided Impulse just the other day, so it'd be nice to raid somebody new. Let's raid Tanisha. Tanisha's good. Tanisha's good people. Very talented builder, Tanisha is as well. Maybe Tanisha will have some Japanese build channels that she's aware of. Right, sorry, there's no music. Good night, bye.